My name's Harry and I graduated last year on the NTU Physics course, and I'm currently working as an aerospace engineer. I've always been sort of interested, especially in planes, from being a child and sort of how they work and things like that. And maths was always sort of my favourite subject at school. When I was really young, you don't really do too much physics, so you do sort of just pure maths. And then as you get older, you start to see how that maths fits into physics and sort of the applications of it in the real world. And that's when I started getting introduced into careers in the physics and aerospace industry, and how I could use sort of those skills and that knowledge. The most important thing that's quite hard to, it's not really tangible, is sort of just the problem solving skills. So when I've been at home on nights for hours stuck on a problem, thinking it over just to eventually find the answer. In my current role now, I do that on a daily basis. It's been extremely helpful, and you know, with a bit of prompting from the lecturers and the staff, it really enforces sort of that really logical thinking, which is really useful in the workplace. And I use many of the skills I developed on the course on a daily basis in my role. The course was heavily focused, so it reinforced that sort of employer aspect, especially in final year. With the project, we sort of aimed the project at employers, and in fact, in my interview for my employer, my bachelor's project was what we mainly spoke about, and I feel like it's what got me the job because it was so related to the role. The thing that really makes NTU special is how they teach that, and the sort of support. The staff were always on hand if I had an issue. I mean, I know I probably shouldn't, but you know, I messaged lecturers at 11 o'clock at night, and somehow I'd get a response half an hour later. That was really helpful when I had sort of a pressing deadline, and they were always on hand to help. I don't think there's been a time where I've asked a question and not really had an answer. They've always been extremely helpful, and I think that's what sets sort of NTU apart from other physics courses in the UK.